Today I wanted to make this statement first. This is going to be the subject for the Nithya satsang today. Please listen. With completion starts life. Otherwise, you are running out of compulsion. Either you run the life in compulsion or completion. With completion, your life starts. With compulsion, no. Not only you don't have life, you constantly reduce the level of your life. I wanted you to know, human life is not happening in the same frequency in planet Earth. How can you compare? How can you say the man who is in ecstasy, enjoying the life, enriching himself and others in a monastery, and the man who is in prison, given upon himself and others, and given upon by society, and the man who is in the political power center, who is between so much of patterns and sufferings and suffocations. How can you say all these people are in same frequency? No. You need to get out of the myth, a very big myth taught to you. Human life happens in same frequency. It's a lie. How many of you cognize what I said now? Human life does not happen in same frequency. Every individual's frequency differs. आज की सत्संग का विषय है पूर्णत्व स्थिति में ही जीवन आरंभ होता है. ध्यान से सुनिए, पूर्णत्व स्थिति से ही जीवन आरंभ होती है, वरना आप जीवन को अनिवार्यता और मजबूरी से जिएंगे. When you are in completion, anything you declare becomes reality. Anything you declare becomes reality. Understand? If you see in South Indian temples, they have a unique method of making arches out of stone. They will just arrange one stone, one stone, one stone, one stone. The center stone, they will insert it in such a way, just because of the pressure of the center stone, the whole arch will stand as it is. How many of you have seen this kind of arches? Without collapsing, the arch will stand. I tell you, if your declaration is powerful, that is the center keystone that will keep your life stand miraculously. When I saw that arch first time, in Tiruvannamalai, in one monastery, there is a mutt called Ishanya mutt. In that mutt, that arch is there. When I saw that arch first time, I was shocked and I thought it's a miracle. It is standing. How can a pieces of stone stand together? Then I understood that keystone, because of its pressure, it's holding the whole arch in the shape. Your declaration out of completion is the keystone holding your life as it is miraculously. If miracles are happening in your life continuously, it is the declaration out of completion. One man calls his son and asks, "You should get married." Son says, "No, I don't want to." "No, I'll get you. Your wife is Bill Gates' daughter. He looks and, okay, then I'll get married. This guy goes to Bill Gates and says, give your daughter to my son. He says, no, no way. No, he is the CEO of the World Bank. Then Bill Gates says, okay, then I'll give. The guy goes, third meeting, head of the World Bank, and says, give my son the CEO job of the World Bank. That guy says, no, no way. No, he is the son-in-law of Bill Gates. Okay, then I'll give. Understand? The whole thing standing with his declaration. And he did it. It may look like a cheating. I don't think it is cheating. I see very clearly only the power of declaration in his words. I got this story in the Facebook, somebody sent. But the end of the moral of the story is, this is what is business. When I read, I said, no, I don't see any business in it. I see only the power of declaration in it. The stone arch stands by the power of the center stone. Miraculously, your life can stand miraculously by the power of your declaration out of completion. Today, I'll give you the exact process of completion by continuing my childhood story. I was sitting and waiting for Ganesha to eat me without eating. Did not eat for 2.5 days. Third day evening, I don't know whether it is, you can call it as a miracle or the power of authenticity. That time I understood as a miracle. Now I will call that as a power of authenticity. When you are authentic and ready to stretch beyond your perceived capabilities by your mind, listen. The perceived capabilities of your mind, what your mind feels as your capability, if you can stretch beyond that, the power of authenticity moves the world. The world listens to you. Third day evening, I could see very clearly. My mind has raised to the level of Bhava Samadhi. Means the zone where the solid is not solid, liquid is not liquid. Where that gap between the solid and liquid is just overlapping on each other. It is like when the ice and water meets and melts, that zone. Neither the formlessness nor the physical form. I know I am not able to express, I am just managing. You can say the doorstep. Neither you are in nor you are out. Same way, nor in the space of a complete formlessness or in the space of name and form, where the solid is becoming liquid, where the form is becoming formless. That zone, that is what I call Bhava Samadhi. My inner space got pushed into that Bhava Samadhi space. I could see Ganesha eating. When my space got settled, when I opened my eyes, I tell you, I had the prasada. I can declare clearly, I have that tremendous trust. And I could see now the authenticity has flowered into responsibility and decision to enrich. With the power of integrity, I decided to feed Ganesha. With the power of authenticity, I took the responsibility of making him eat. After I experienced the joy of enriching, means to share with world, has started happening in my system. People can have their own doubts. Who knows whether Ganesha ate or Ganesha's vehicle, mouse ate, whether the rat ate. If Ganesha eats, he will give the prasada of tremendous trust, love, devotion. I had the prasada, so I can be very sure Ganesha ate. Now the lessons which you can internalize in your life from this story, the tremendous trust, power, trust on power of integrity. That's the first lesson. Many times people ask me, how can I, if I just say I am complete, how can I be complete? You can, because you are nothing but the words you uttered. You are nothing but the bunch of the words you uttered, consciously or unconsciously, to you or to others. Unfortunately, most of it, 99.99% of it is unconscious. That is where the problem starts. You are nothing but the bunch, totality of the words you uttered. The words you utter. Many times, you do not recognize the power of the words you utter. You do not recognize the power of the words you utter. You do not recognize, especially the power of the words you utter towards you. Tremendous trust over the power of integrity. You always feel, I'm integrated, but still I need to evolve. Over. When you have these words in you, you will never be complete. You should know, if I am integrated now, if I declare completion now, I am complete. I am nothing but the words I utter. I am nothing but the words I utter, inside and outside. The words you utter inside and outside is 100% you. It is not bad news, it is good news, understand, because you can change now. If you are thinking, oh, I am just a word, then I have done such a big mess. I have done so much mess, what can I do? If you are suffering with your past, it's a bad news for you. If you understand, Now you can change. It's a good news for you. Now you can change. Because if you can utter the word now, I am complete. I drop the past. It has no power over me. You can be complete now. You might have uttered you are incomplete million times to you in the past. But even uttering once in the present, you are complete, can finish off all your million declarations in the past. Because when the time and space crosses, the declarations you make are alive and powerful. Always time and space crosses in the present moment. In any legal system, the latest order will be the order which will be executed, which should be executed. Even in your life, your latest declaration only will be executed. If you declare completion now, you are complete. You may say, no, now I am saying I am complete, but I am not complete. Already you decided you don't want to be complete. Don't you see? Declare you are complete. Roar like a lion and stand on completion. I tell you, you are nothing but the words you utter. You are nothing more than the words you utter. आभास हुआ कि संत नम्बियांडा नम्बी ने अपने आप पर भगवान को भोजन खिलाने की उत्तरदायित्व लिया। मुझे भी एहसास हुआ कि मुझे गणेश को परेशान नहीं करने चाहिए, बल्कि स्वयं के ऊपर उत्तरदायित्व लेना होगा। मैंने निर्णय लिया कि जब तक गणेश नहीं कहेंगे, मैं भी खाना नहीं खाऊंगा। मेरा निर्णय पूर्ण रूप से दृढ़ता में बस गणेश के सामने इसी तरह 2 दिन बिना कुछ खाए बैठा हुआ था। मेरी श्रद्धा की शक्ति ऐसी थी कि मुझे ना कोई संदेह था कि गणेश खाना नहीं खाएंगे, या इच्छा थी कि मैं खाना खाओ। 2 दिन के बाद मैंने देखा कि मेरे श्रद्धा अब उत्तरदायित्व और लाभान्वित करने की स्थिति से परिपक्व हो गया। संपूर्ति के साथ मैंने गणेश को भोजन खिलाने का निर्णय लिया। श्रद्धा के साथ मैंने गणेश को भोजन परोसा और उसके बाद उत्तरदायित्व एवं लाभान्वित करने की स्थिति मेरे अंतर परिपक्व होकर विकसित हुआ। अंततः गणेश ने मेरे परोसे हुए भोजन को स्वीकार किया और उस भोजन का खा लिया। इस कहानी से आपको यह बोध होना चाहिए कि आप अपने जीवन में कोई भी वास्तविकता का सृजन कर सकते हैं। आपको केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में स्थापित होकर अपने हर सोच और शब्द को व्यक्त करना होगा, उसके बाद आपको आपके शब्दों के साथ संपूर्ति में रहना होगा, आपको संपूर्ति के ऊपर पूर्ण तरह से विश्वास करना होगा, आपको स्पष्ट रूप से यह समझना होगा कि आप केवल आपके शब्द हैं, आपके अंदर एवं बाहर होने वाले हर शब्द का आप प्रतिबिंब है। आप स्वयं और अन्य लोगों को जो भी वचन और घोषणा करते हैं, वही आपकी इस क्षण की वास्तविकता को निर्माण करती है। Understand, the first lesson you need to learn from this story is the ability to trust the power of your integrity. If you say, I am free, you are free. If you say you are bound, you are bound. If you say you are liar, you are liar. If you say you are enriching, you are enriching. It is just you. The words you utter to you and to others is life. What a big relief. It can be a great news for you if you start living it. It can be a good news for you if you start believing it. It can be bad news for you if you start worrying about it. But the words you utter towards you and to others is you. 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 If you utter the word again and again, I am efficient, I am powerful, you are that. If you utter the word, no, I am powerless, I am inefficient, you are that. सबसे पहला सबक जो आपको इस कहानी से सीखना होगा वह है आपकी संपूर्ति की स्थिति पर पूर्ण विश्वास कीजिए। आप पूर्ण संपूर्ति की स्थिति में स्थापित होकर जो भी शब्द बोलेंगे वह वास्तव हो जाएगा। Second truth you need to know, power of your authenticity. Even in the initial level, it looks like inauthentic. Stand by it. It will raise and raise to the next level of authenticity. In this story, in the beginning when I started feeding or planning to feed Ganesha, it was inauthentic. It was not authentic. But even if it is inauthentic, when you are authentic towards your inauthenticity, it will lead to authenticity. Like any number, any equation, you multiply with 0, it will become 0. Same way, how much ever your inauthenticity can be authentic even towards your inauthenticity, it will become authentic. Millions of years of your inauthenticity has no face in front of 1 inch of your authenticity. Everyone has to die. The people who go to the Emma's house can never return. Is millions or billions of years of rule. But Nachiketa's authenticity has broken the millions of years of rule. Your authenticity can break any rule, can break any suffering, can break any inauthenticity you carry. इस कहानी से जो दूसरा सत्य आपको समझना होगा वह है आपकी श्रद्धा की शक्ति को पहचानिए। जब आप अपनी अश्रद्धा की स्थिति से भी श्रद्धा से जुड़ते हैं, वही स्थिति श्रद्धा में रूपांतरित हो जाएगा. Third important thing, lesson you need to know, when you take the responsibility, when you decide to become responsible, simply the whole cosmos listens to you, follows you. With responsibility, even if you sit in one corner, the very space changes the way responds the world. That changes the way the world responds towards you. Vivekananda says beautifully, in India, even if we want wealth, we sit under a tree and create a space, it happens around us. He told these words in US, the country which teaches you, you have to work so hard to accumulate wealth. If you sit with yourself, you may accumulate peace, but not even a piece of bread. Vivekananda says, no, in India, even to accumulate wealth, we just sit and create the space and it happens, understand. What else you think I did in my life? I just sat under the banyan tree and created the space. See the city happening here. Do you know this land, when it was donated to me, vested with 1,800 snakes? Because there was a snake farm here. Before donating this land to us, the owner, he moved the snake farm out. When he was welcoming me into this land, he told me, Swamiji, we moved almost all the snakes. We had 30,000 snakes earlier. We slowly sold and moved everything out. But during the transition, 1,800 snakes escaped, Swamiji. They were extracting venom here. It was a legal snake park. It was running legally as a business industry. That is the way it was handed over to me. Today the city happened. Full-fledged temple. And at least few hundred people can stay. People from all over the world can watch from here. Please understand, it took 2.5 years for us to get a telephone connection. Just telephone connection. 2005 mid, we got the telephone connection. But now, anything I speak sitting here, all over the world, people are listening. Just, I created the space. It is not only now a spiritual city, it is getting developed. It is now this place has become the model, source for multiple spiritual cities happening all over the world. Multiple spiritual cities happening all over the world. Understand? It became inspiration for multiple spiritual cities to happen all over the world. So when you take the responsibility, sit by creating the space and ready to sacrifice, simply world moves based on your word. World moves as you want. तीसरा मुख्य सबक जो आपको समझना चाहिए वह है, जब आप कोई भी चीज के लिए पूर्ण तरह से उत्तरदायित्व लेते हैं, तब पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपके शब्द, और घोषणा को वास्तविकता में परिवर्तित करने के लिए तैयार हो गए, अपना प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करेगा और आपके शब्द और घोषणा को वास्तविकता में परिवर्तित कर देगा। The fourth principle, fourth truth you need to learn from this: when Ganesha ate, I saw the tremendous joy, the inspiration to raise myself to the next level, enrich myself and enrich others. It's not that after that I kept quiet. I started creating a group of people going around and worshipping every Ganesha in the city and village. The first public function I organized is for Ganesh Chaturthi. I think at the age of 8 or 9, gathered all my classmates and Chamcha's disciples, went around and collected donation, called the VIP guests, made all the arrangements, the Arunachaleshwara temple, a Ganesha under the banyan tree. Incidentally, the same banyan tree. Please understand, when I say same, I mean even DNA is same. We did a forensic laboratory test, and we discovered even the DNA is same. It's this banyan tree and that banyan tree, both are brothers. They both from our same source, are from same root. Understand? When I had this experience, it's not that I just slept with myself. I just kept it with myself. No. Immediately, it has made me to enrich others. Understand? Any experience you have, if you want to find out whether it is true experience or not, if you are having the inspiration, power to enrich others, it's a true experience, or it's your fantasy, false imagination. Real experience will empower you. How to find out whether my Kundalini is awakened or not? You will take the responsibility and enrich yourself and the world equivalent to a Pitadishwar. Few hundreds will be enriched by you. If that happens, then your Kundalini is awakened. Otherwise, it is not. चौथा सबक है कि जब आप लाभान्वित करने का निर्णय लेते हैं, तब स्वयं के साथ साथ दूसरों की वास्तविकता को भी परिवर्तित करने की शक्ति को व्यक्त करेंगे। मेरा जीवन इस बात का उदाहरण है। जब इस बेंगलुरु आश्रम में मैंने प्रवेश किया, यह एक जंगल था। यहाँ पर सिर्फ हजारों सांप रहते हैं। केवल मेरे संपूर्ण श्रद्धा, उत्तरदायित्व लेना और लाभान्वित करने की स्थिति में स्थापित होने से आज वही जंगल एक अद्भुत आश्रम बन गया है और हजारों लोगों को अंधेरे से उजाले के मार्ग पर मार्गदर्शन दे रहा है। केवल अब जब इन चार तत्वों में स्थापित होके सोचेंगे और बात करेंगे, तब आपके कहे हुए हर शब्द को पूरा ब्रह्मांड वास्तव में परिवर्तित कर देगा। If you live with the pattern, life is a suffering. Wherever you go, whatever you do, life is suffering. If you understand life is a life is a life, please listen. I am not saying you should create a pattern, life is joy or bliss. No. I am not saying you should create a pattern, you should not create a pattern. I just want to tell you only one thing. If you decide life is a life is a life, with authenticity, you will explode in the highest possible peak experience of life. The highest possible peak experience of life. Keep the life alive by living these 4 principles. Go on listening. Go on doing the completion. Now, I'll give you the exact process of completion. Declare with integrity you are going to be complete. That's the first step. Second, any incompletion sitting inside you, sit with the mirror and start talking it out. If it is related to somebody else, start talking to that person with the motive of completion, not with the motive of taking revenge or creating a new fight. Don't go and do that. Then it's like an elephant going to take bath, but put the mud on its head and comes back more dirty. Sometimes people go to complete with the wife and start talking and pick up the new fight, come back more depressed, more incomplete. Go and talk to them with the decision to complete. And third is a very important thing. Whatever you think, still it's sitting inside you. After Swapurnatva, completion with you and completion with others, complete it through the cathartic processes. Like Glasslolia, talking in tongues, Manipuraka Shuddhi Kriya. Use this type of Kriyas and through catharsis, complete it. These 3 are the direct process, direct method to achieve completion. अगर आप एक मूल वासना और विचारधारा में स्थिर होकर जीवन को देखेंगे, आप जीवन में केवल आपके मूल विचारधारा की प्रतिबिंब को अनुभव करेंगे। और अगर आप यह मानकर जीते हैं कि जीवन जीवन है और कुछ नहीं, जीवन केवल जीवन है, तब आप जीवन की सर्वोच्च संभावना को अनुभव करके उसे व्यक्त करेंगे। Complete with these 4 tattvas. Bring completion within you with these 4 tattvas. पहले घोषणा कीजिए कि आप अभी पूर्णत्व स्थिति में हैं। दूसरा, आप में उपस्थित कोई भी अपूर्ण विचार, मनोभावना और अनुभव को सामने लाइए और आईने के सामने बैठ के उस अधूरे विचार, मनोभावना, अनुभव से भरे हुए हर घटना को पुनः जी के उसे पूर्ण कीजिए। तीसरे, आप यह स्वपूर्णत्व क्रिया को बार बार दोहराइए और स्वयं को पूर्णत्व स्थिति में लाइए। दोहराइए और स्वयं को पूर्णत्व स्थिति में लाइए। तीसरा, आप यह स्वपूर्णत्व क्रिया को बार बार दोहराइए और स्वयं को पूर्णत्व स्थिति में लाइए। Bring yourself to completion through all these three methods.
जीवन मुक्ति प्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्।
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.